And just like that, the time for talk is now. Welcome into the Fury Unleashed podcast alongside Rich Burmaster, Eric Garcia, Diego Reyes, and the number 10 ranked UFC flyweight in the world, number 1 in our hearts, the fearless Josh Van, Fury FC Hall of Famer as well. Josh Van, welcome into the studio. Thanks for joining us, man.
Thank you for having me.
Fresh off your win at UFC 316 over Bruno Silva. And we're barely going to have time to talk about that because you've already accepted another fight less than 3 weeks away. God damn, pal. What are you thinking? Most active fighter? Are you going after Kevin Holland for most active fighter in the UFC?
I got to, right? I got to, But when the opportunity comes, man, you can't say no, you know what I mean? So,
I think that's the first time I've ever heard you say the word no. I can't say no.
Well, that's something that you took with you from Fury.
Yeah.
Because every time we called, you said yeah.
Yeah, I never say no to a fight.
Dude, he's always punching up too, man. It's all the same. Only the names will change. You're always punching up. You're always going after bigger names than people think you're
like
ready
when he went
for.
after
Or whatever. Paris Moran.
Brandon Moreno.
Now he called out Brandon Moreno. But hey, sorry, pal, you're going to fight the number 1 contender in the world. At UFC 317, under 2 weeks away at this point.
Do you look at Brandon Royval as a bigger opportunity than Moreno since he beat Moreno, right?
Yeah, you know what I mean? The number 1 is always the toughest one. So I think that's a perfect spot. I'm in the perfect spot,
Was there any? I know you said you looked at the top 15 and that like Moreno was open. Was that the only reason you called him out, or was it more of like he's probably the biggest name that's not the champ?
Yeah, he is.
Both.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's one of the biggest names, and I feel like I kind of have a feeling where like the UFC kind of set us up for like the Noche. You know what I mean? That's the reason why I call him out too. I didn't know if I deserve it or not, but I want the.
That's never stopped you from calling out those types of fights before. So why stop now, man? Whenever you did that, I was like, oh shit, that would be money.
You were looking at waiting until September to fight?
Yeah.
This came. So there's a possibility you fight in 2 weeks and then you still fight in September.
So how soon after your victory over Bruno Silva did you get the call?
So Sunday.
Okay.
The next
day.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm telling you, they were
he made
waiting.
the announcement on like Tuesday, the Tuesday after his fight.
When did
Whenever
you
I think it
text
went
me?
live.
Sunday
Maybe.
or Monday?
I think it was Sunday, right?
Yeah, he texted me Sunday night. He's like, "Hey, bro, did you hear?
Yeah.
I'm here now."
I kind of didn't believe it until he posed a video. He's like, "I'm fighting Joshua Van," and I'm like, "Oh, this shit's happening," I'm like, "Fuck
That's
yeah."
fucking bad.
Yeah, man. As soon as I saw that, I was sharing all that shit, man. Congratulations.
So going into the Bruno Silva fight, that fight went about as perfect it could possibly go for you. Outside of the first 3 seconds, he throws that crazy kick.
He looked annoyed, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. You look again to me during the fight. It looked like. Have you ever heard the story of Forrest Griffin talking about fighting Anderson Silva? No. Forrest Griffin's talking about he's fighting Anderson Silva, and he's throwing punches at him, and that Anderson had this look on his face like, "You silly slow white boy, what are you doing?" And that's kind of the look you had on your face, like you saw everything coming, man.
Yes, sir. I was just well prepared, you know what I mean? I studied him well for this fight. So back then, man, I used to not like studying my opponent. I give it to Frank and stuff like that. But now I'm in like a higher level. Like, I like watching my opponent and stuff like that.
You can see your progress from when you were at Fury. You were kind of like this Tasmanian devil. Like you just came forward, and I mean in like the best possible way. It was nonstop, like nonstop pressure, nonstop action. I mean, you're pulling off fucking like calf slicers and shit out of nowhere, like
so much fun.
Pulling off things. You're like, this white belt shouldn't be doing this. What's he doing here in the middle of a fight? But like, you had this like, take all the risk. You're gonna take the risk. You're gonna get after it.
Yeah.
Now, your style is still pressure first, but you seem much more calculated now, much more like you know what you're looking for, and you like your technical prowess has really, really come up in the last 2 years.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Frank and Jose Vasquez. You know what I mean? We keep doing the same thing over and over to the point where like it's just muscle memory, come fight day. So I didn't even have to think what I'm gonna throw. You know what I mean? So if they throw a jab, the right counters or whatever, it just come natural. So yeah.
So you will be, when you step in the cage to fight Royval, it'll be 2 years exactly, almost to the day of your UFC debut. And in 2 years, 8 fights, you will be fighting for the #1 contendership. If I had told you this in early 2023, that in 2 years and 8 fights, you're fighting for #1 contender, would you believe this?
Yes.
I was going to say that. I know his answer.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah,
You know,
of course.
I was kind of rushing it too, you know, when I first got to the UFC and stuff like that. But that loss, I feel like that loss was the best thing that ever happened to me in the UFC, you know. That kind of like set me back a bit because they was going to give me like the top guys like right off the bat, you know what I mean? And that loss pushed me back to like 3 more fights to fight unranked guy, you know what I mean? So that kind of like prepared me for this type of thing.
One of the we're all impressed with your boxing, your cardio, your endurance.
Yeah.
But I was really more impressed the fight before Silva. Is it Rhea? I'm not sure how you say his name.
Saruya.
So elite grappler,
Yeah.
like extremely good wrestler. And like you're not a wrestler. You don't have this wrestling background. You just figured it the fuck out.
Yeah.
And the way that you've approached like the grappling side of this, dude, it's been phenomenal to watch. Like as a guy, I've wrestled since I was 9 years old. So like when I see you doing things, I'm like, he shouldn't know to do that. Like and at least not even know, but like be able to do it against a grappler of that level. How much confidence did it give you coming off? Dude, that fight, like you shut everything he did down. It was fucking amazing.
Man, shout out to Daniel and Joseph. You know, Joseph, the jiu-jitsu guy, the newest black belt coach. You
Professor
know what I mean?
McCamish.
Daniel, we work on like not just straight jiu-jitsu, you know, because I hate jiu-jitsu, to be honest. But we
So that's a no to submission, Hunter? You're going to say no for the first time ever?
like, you know what I mean? I'm not finna go there to go hook on, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Going as man and stuff like that. But what we work on is MMA jiu-jitsu types, you know what I mean? Controlling and stuff like that, you know? So that gave me a lot of confidence going to a fight, you know what I mean? And my training partner, Alden and stuff like that, you know? So they push me in the gym. So if I can go against them, like, you know what I mean?
I mean, the biggest victory you've had in the last, I don't know, your entire career was purchasing that house for your mom, dude.
That was
Like
Yes.
the video I saw,
That's
you posted
crazy.
it up, your mom walks in.
ESPN shared it.
Yeah.
Amazing, bro.
And the look on your face was like, as a son, I'm sitting there, I'm like, damn, all right. Like, that's dope, man. Like, tell us about that moment your mom walking in. Like, how'd you feel?
She had no clue.
She had no clue.
She's like she was walking into your house?
Yeah. Oh, no, it's because, I don't know, man. I don't know how she felt, but like, she didn't even want to come to the new house because, you know, I got
Did you
home.
make your mom cry?
You see,
Well, how did y'all plan that out? Like,
so, I didn't plan it with nobody. I did it myself, you know. And then after that, you gotta let certain people know to buy furnitures and all that
Right.
shit. So I was like, all right, let me tell my sisters and my cousin over there. You know, they took care of like the furnitures and stuff like that.
Yeah.
okay,
know
so
what I
you didn't
mean?
just give her a house, you gave her a fully furnished.
TVs and everything, because
That's
you know what I mean?
badass.
She gotta go in
Yeah.
there and sleep.
She gotta live there.
Yeah,
She
she
gotta
gotta
be
live
ready
there.
to go.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah. The old stuff stay at the whole old house. You know what I mean?
What
So
you gonna do with
now-
the old house? Is that your house now?
She probably
Rent it
now
out.
she gotta quit her job so she can make money off that rent.
There you
know
go.
what I mean? That's the goal. So
Man, you know, like,
Passive income, baby.
you know, a lot of people don't know, but like, it's not like you came from this big thing of money where like buying a house for somebody at 23 years old was normal. You know, like you've seen hard times. Your mom has seen hard times. She ain't a plumber.
Hard times, baby. Hard
Yeah.
times, baby.
But, you know, like,
Is that Dusty Roads?
Yeah.
yeah, a little Dusty Rhodes action. You know, but like you're literally living the American dream
Baby.
at a rate that's like is insane. Most 23-year-olds are still dumb fucks in college right now. Are trying to be in college, or trying to
Yeah,
fucking
if they're in college.
Yeah, or
Mhm.
trying to work some shitty
Trying to be
job or something.
Rap stars on YouTube or something.
And you're buying your mom a house. You know, when you look back on like the kid who grew up with like nothing and like the man you are now, man, like
it's crazy, right? But fighting gave me everything, man. It just if it wasn't for fighting, I would have never been here, man. I would probably get locked up or dead already. You know what I mean? It really changed my life.
Yeah.
So, it made me a better person. Yeah.
Man, and we've all seen it since the beginning. Scotty Juarez, man, when he brought you to us, your first fight. I've still got we have pictures of every one of your fights, but like your personality never changed. No. Your outlook, like the silly kid who's posing for me and shit when I'm taking pictures, never changed. And that is one of the things that like we talk about all the time. Look, there's fighters we know who get to the UFC, you never hear another word from them.
Right.
Everything you did never matters. Everything you try for never matters. You're one of the few guys I've seen, man, who like you take care of your family, you take care of your friends, man. You're there with your training partners. I see you when you're not fighting. You're there with your guys, taking care of them, man. Like you've really got this strong family bond with your family and friends.
Yeah, man. Family and friends is everything, especially in this world. Like, this new generation, there's rare that you find real people anymore. You know what I mean? So, the people that you got around you, you want to keep them forever. And then, shout out to you guys. Y'all took care of me since I was my first amateur fight. You know what I mean? And I remember I asked him for the title after my first fight. I was like, hey, bro, I want the belt. He's like, whoa.
Always punching up.
Yeah. February 7th, 2020 is the day I met him, because I remember the 8th was UFC Houston. And I met him at open workouts at Mixed Gym at Renzo Gracio's, February 7th, 2020. And he came over there when we were on the opposite side on the fighter area, and he came to that area to meet me. Scotty introduced me, and he's like, hey, this is my boy Josh Thong. Yeah. So he's like, this dude wants to fight, bro. He's going to be good. And he told me, he's like, yeah, man, one day I'm going to be on that other side doing the open workouts. It's like, shit. So,
Spoken into existence, man.
And then I think he made his debut in December.
Yeah.
So 10 months later, that same year.
Have you always had this strong belief in you?
Yeah, like I said, I never lost in a street fight, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, I be fighting these big ass dudes and stuff like that. I was skinny as fuck when I first
I remember he was gonna fight at 25, but I don't think you were making 25. You were probably walking at 30 or 25.
He weighed 123.8.
No cut for his first fight.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Now you're cutting weight.
Now I'm cutting weight.
And that was after Eric took him to Papacitos to bulk him up.
Now he's cutting weight.
It was crazy, man. I always believed that I was going to be a champion. You know what I mean?
Your chain.
Was it a piece and chain? What are we doing over here?
Eric's Mr. T Starter Kid is interfering with the audio.
Trying to keep up, baby.
Don't make us do a fourth take, please.
So how long has it been now that you've made the switch over to 4 ounce?
It's been, I make a switch at 2022.
Okay.
When I fought Paris.
Yeah.
Yeah, so for that camp, I was like, man, I need a real gym, because Scotty had shut down the gym. So
yeah,
I was fighting with, I think, 3 fights without a gym. So shout out to Lester, man.
I remember that too.
He was like, hey, you don't have a gym, come train with me. So I had to drive 2 hours, hour back. Like I go there twice a week type shit. So I was like, when I was gonna fight Paris, I was like, I need to train in a real gym. You know what I mean? So that's when I decided to.
You needed consistency.
Yeah.
You went over there and you had. Who was the main guy that you trained with?
Whooped the first day I got there, bro. It was all them J boys, Jordan, all them guys gang up on me, and I was like, I'm gonna leave.
Look at that skinny kid right there, fight number 1.
Damn, that's crazy.
That's fight number 1 right there.
Where's that at?
That's in Bayou. Is it Bayou or Humble? It is Humble.
Humble.
Yes,
Yeah, look at that background.
Humble
Yeah, that's
Civic
Humble.
Oh, that's during COVID.
Yeah.
Everybody's masked up.
Hey, look at this. Look at that technique back there, dog. Look at that.
Hey, I used to kick a lot, huh?
Oh yeah.
Now I'm a boxer.
Love it, man. Love it, dude. It's awesome to see.
Aswell?
Yeah, Aswell's on that card too.
Probably didn't have a beard.
I call out Paris my first fight. Remember? I was like, I want to fight that kid.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, he's good. I want to fight him. Yeah. I think that was his pro debut or his second fight of pro or something.
I think it was his second fight as a pro. Yeah.
I was like, Eric, I want to fight that dude. He's like, you're not ready.
Let's take our time.
So training over there now, currently in the UFC, it's yourself, as well. You've got, I mean, Pineda, I think, is retired from UFC, but if he ever
he's
wanted
coming back.
He's going to come out of retirement after
Very-
that one, right?
Yes,
That was the
yes.
agreement?
Yeah, that was the agreement. He coming back.
Let's go.
155.
Fucking love it, dude.
Well, I hope for my title fight he can fight on my undercard. So
How crazy is that, bro?
Little flex. Little flex there.
Coach,
Maybe you can fight on my
I need you
undercard,
to
brother.
be on my prelims,
yeah,
coach.
my prelim, you know what I
I
mean?
need you to get your fight over with so you can corner me.
Oh, that's
so
awesome.
he got a corner me.
Man, whenever Daniel decides to fully just be a coach, like look how good he is now. He's anything becomes MMA, that dude is a savant. Like he is fucking amazing at this.
Yeah.
And the way that he has taken like what he knows and put it into your skill set, dude, you're fucking dangerous since you've been over there, man. It's beautiful to see.
Man, it was just I feel like we fight the same way, you know what I mean? Me and him going forward and things like that. But you know, he is a wrestler, but you know what I mean?
How are y'all's rounds? Do you spar with him?
See if I get some good rounds, then he'd be like, all right, let me go with you. And then that's when I know I fucked up. I
That's
like,
a problem
I should have
then,
get my
right?
ass beat, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, he'll make you tired as fuck, and then
And he's strong
make
as
other
hell.
people go with you. You know what I mean? So that guy is strong.
Dude, we used to laugh back in the day, like someone would get let's say Jeremy or somebody actually caught a submission on him. Like you better, like he would not let you in the round. Like you catch him, he go, all right. He's gonna submit you 10 fucking times after that. Like he would murder you. Like he
With
just
the one-arm Kimura.
the one arm Kimura shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So right now in your camp, you got yourself, you got Aswell, Hector's knocking on the door, Torres is knocking on the door.
Alden.
Yeah, Alden's knocking on the door. What's it like right now? Like, what's the vibe and the atmosphere like over there at 4 ounce?
Man, right now it's just, you know, everybody in their A game right now because they see me, you know, they see me doing it. So it's like motivation, you know what I mean? And Alden just on a roll too, you know what I mean? And people were just like, oh shit. And then we got a lot of guys coming up, like the amateur scene too, you know what I mean? They all want to be fighters now, you know? So the fighter class is always full now.
Man, one of the things that I talk about a lot at my gym I got a lot of young kids who look up, who are your age, and look up to you or are younger than you. And what I try to explain to them, and I'd like you to maybe like go a little bit further in details, like how obsessed you have to be with this.
Man, like everything, like when I first started with you guys, like everything I do was just fighting. Like I will eat and then I put the phone and watch fight, you know? And then even when I sleep, I dream about fighting, and then my hand will be like, you know, when you wake up, just going, twitching and shit.
Yeah, he's parrying shit as you sleep.
Now I kind of, it was, like fucking sleep.
I love it, yeah.
Like, it get to the point where like, and it got to the point where like I can't even have normal conversation with people, you know? Like, they'd be like, hey, how you doing? Did you see that guy's fight? You know what I mean? Like, and then they'd be like, this guy is weird. Like, and now, like, I know how to, like, balance it out, but, like, I was obsessed with this, man.
When you, like, what's a typical day of training like for you? Like, are you a 2-time-a-day guy? Are you, like, tell us about, like...
Right now, so in camp, I wake up, I go to boxing, and then after that, I go strength conditioning.
With David?
With David, and then I take a nap.
What is it called?
Temple Construction.
Yeah, Temple Construction.
Yeah.
Shout out, David.
The Vietnamese Viper, David Tran Nguyen, friend of the show, friend of the promotion.
Oh yeah, and then I take a nap, and then after that, I go back to 4 ounce.
That's all. Taking a nap is important.
Yeah.
So how many days a week are you training?
Every day.
Except Sunday?
Sunday,
run on Sundays?
8 days a week.
Oh, y'all do those runs?
Yeah, we did that sprint, so.
So you're 7 days a week?
7 day a week.
What about diet? You eating what you want? Or you got to eat clean?
No, like in fight camp, the UFC sent us a meal and stuff like that, you know. But off fight camp, I eat everything. You know what I mean? So yeah.
So how many days a week are you doing like strength and conditioning? How many days a week are you do like fight?
Strength conditioning, I'm trying to slow it down because the muscles kind of slow you down and stuff like that. But you stay in the strength, you know. So I do 3 or 2
with
times a week
David?
sometimes, yeah. And then, but the cardio is like he have like assault bike and stuff like that. So I gotta do that shit at least 3 times a week.
And then on Sunday, y'all run those sprints.
Yes.
But I don't ever see Frank run.
Nah, he's a coach. He said, when I was your age, I used to do it. I got proof pictures.
He's supposed to lead from the front.
I don't think Frank's that old though, right?
Nah, he
gotta be in his 30s, maybe.
Early 30s. Yeah.
Early 30s. Wow.
Out of all your UFC fights that you've had so far, most of your wins have come by unanimous decision. You finally got that TKO, first round TKO over Bruno Silva. How good did that feel?
It was good. I feel great, man, because it's like the way I did it, you know. The way I did it was amazing.
Once you saw he was hurt, you went in for the kill. Like it was relentless, like we've come to expect from you. You know, the flurry of punches that came in, and the rep didn't waste any time, waving it off. Did you feel like you finally got that monkey off your back? Like, hey, I finally got to finish in the UFC.
Yeah, this is my second finish.
Yeah, he had.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he did have a.
How dare you?
I read some bad information then, brother. I got what was the finish in Contender Series or what?
No, he.
Miss.
Who did he finish? He TKO'd.
This is what I get for trying to talk over dead space while Rich is handling technical shit.
He had a couple TKOs.
Yeah, so he beat Felipe Boonez or Booners, whatever the fuck his name was, ground and pound. Charles Johnson did not go well in that one. I read that one incorrectly. And then right across the ground strikes on Bruno Silva. So yeah, man, like dominating. Dude, the Edgar Chairez fight.
That was amazing.
That was one of my favorite fights. Going into that fight, I fucked up both of my knee. So that was a short notice fight. We was celebrating as well Contender Series fight. So we was at a bar taking shot. And
that was going to be one of my questions. You drink then?
Yeah, we was drinking.
We'll get into that in a second.
Jason called. He's like, "You want to fight?" And I was like, "Yeah, I want to fight." I was like, "Is this the Noche?" And he was like, "Yes." I was like, "Fuck yeah, I want to fight." So they gave us a week. And then, I'll go all in. First day of training, and then boom, blew up my right knee. And then I was like, fuck it, right? And then we go pull up to Vegas, and the fight week was okay. And then the fight day in the morning when we do the shakeout, me and Alden roll, and then I trying to do the calf slicer, and then boom, blew up my left knee. And I was like, damn, fuck it.
So what was it? What did it end up being? Like, did you tear something?
It was like a 3rd degree of fucking.
You probably found out after the fight, right?
Yeah, after the fight. It was because I just thought it was just like a pop.
Yeah, like it popped out, popped back in.
Like when I went to check up, like MRI and stuff like that. And
they do that there,
bro. Like, why the fuck you even fight?
Yeah.
And then the UFC take care of everything, so they gave me stem cells, and it was good.
That's amazing, huh?
Yeah.
So you've had stem cells in both knees?
Yeah.
It feels good, huh? Yeah.
No.
Not at first.
Needle in the
Well, I had it done. I had it done in my shoulder like 10 weeks ago, probably, and now I'm starting to feel like, man, this shit's amazing. Like I'm lifting heavier every day, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Now I'm starting to feel like the man again. I'd like to go back for another round though. Yeah. So I'm gonna try and do that. How about you, Rich?
I'm going to get some shots today.
Yeah, see?
In my neck. Well, that's not for, I'm not getting stem cells.
They say you can put them in your penis.
You can put them in your penis?
Yeah.
You put them in your penis, right?
They say you can put stem cells in your penis.
Oh, hell no.
Hey, makes it pretty.
Hey, that's a big needle, dog.
I'm scared of needle, bro.
Yeah.
So, like, the Chairez fight was fun. You asked for Moreno. Is there a name outside of like title contention, just in general? Was there somebody you wanted to fight or was looking forward to fighting that you thought was like, man, that would be a barn burner?
In the division?
Yeah.
Just probably Moreno.
Yeah.
Right, because our styles and stuff like that, or Kai France. You know what I mean? He's
Those are coming.
yeah. So
There's still opportunity for those, man.
yeah. So I win this fight, and then when I defend my belt, they can we can fight.
Yeah, man. What are some? I mean, obviously, how many fights now? 10 in the UFC? No,
8.
8 in the UFC.
Hey,
8
Yeah.
fights in the
Seven,
UFC.
yeah, 7-1 in the UFC.
Tell us some things that you've spoiled yourself with, that you've bought yourself. Have you made any purchases that, like, man, I always wanted this, and now I got the money, I can buy it? Besides buying your mama a house, obviously.
Yeah, I change car every year. Like,
Yeah?
I got myself a Genesis, like 3 wins in it, and then I was like, gotta get better ones. So now I got a little Cadillac.
I seen that Cadillac out there.
As the paycheck went up, the car had to accommodate and
You know
come
what
up
I'm
as
saying?
well.
That's
Yeah,
all
yeah,
right.
yeah.
So,
You can't have a nice wallet in a shitty car. You know.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So a little upgrade.
That Cadillac's nice,
Cars,
man.
yeah, I love cars. So, I mean, I don't really know about cars, but if it look good,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like,
I want that one.
Yeah, I like
Yeah,
that.
don't ask you about the engine, but if it
Yeah.
looks good, right?
And
Oh, yeah.
and you want to be comfortable when you're rolling, right?
Right? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, you can't be pulling up to clubs and
Yeah. Or like me, I do a lot of business in my car and my truck or whatever, so I have something new, something
Yeah.
nice,
Yeah.
you know.
Listen.
And you don't buy no clothes because Young LA sends you everything.
Yeah.
This is Young LA?
Yeah.
Yeah.
New stuff. They don't send you this shit?
No,
I don't have that
They
one.
don't. They don't say that's cool.
I
cool
seen
shit
I
like
seen
that. Shout out to
Jordani.
Young LA.
I seen Jordani on his IG though. Right after you fought, he's like, "I'm putting a package in the mail right now."
Fuck yeah. He texted me too. He was like, hey man, I'm sending you stuff right now. So shout out to him, man. He be keeping me fresh. You know what I mean?
Is
So
there-
next time I need to get a hold of Jordani, I'm gonna say, "Hey, bro, tell this dude I just texted
Hey,
him.
tell
He
him,
responded."
tell him we need that van package. We
Yeah.
need them van packages sent out. Is there
The
a?
old Vans, huh?
Hey, here's a great time. Is there a sponsor you would like? Like, is there a brand out there you're like, fuck, I'd love them to be behind me?
Terramana tequila. Then you can throw your boy a bottle.
Yeah, that or Nike would be nice. you
Or
know?
Cadillac.
Yeah.
No, doesn't happen.
Cadillac?
I take it. I love Cadillac.
A little show up in an Escalade V or
yeah.
some shit.
Hell yeah.
We were talking a little bit before the show, man. You got your U.S. citizenship?
Yeah,
When did that happen?
2 years ago.
Yeah.
I was always a citizen because my mom was already a citizen, but I got into some law problem. You know what I mean? So they didn't want to. They hold my shit back.
Yeah.
And I gotta hire like a lawyer to go get my certificate.
Yeah.
Shit like that.
But you didn't have to marry anybody or anything, so that's good.
No, yeah. They just don't want to give me the paper. I don't know why.
No plans to get married anytime soon.
Nope. No marriage at all.
No girlfriends. Few
Complicated.
Friends.
friends, right?
A lot of friends.
A lot of friends. Hey man, keep it like that. You're still young.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Hey, they know what's going on.
You're
Life
still
is
young,
good.
man.
Life is good, man.
More money, more problems, man. Don't do it.
Hey, so what would you tell those young fighters who are trying to follow the same path you did? Like give some advice to these young kids because they're listening right now to you, man.
Just stay active. Stay active. Believe in yourself. You know, and a lot of fighters, man. They think they know it all. You know, like listen to your coaches, man. You know what I mean? Like if it wasn't for my coaches, I won't be here. You know what I mean? So sometimes, like as a fighter, we want to fight the best, right? Sometimes, like we're not ready for them, and that's the truth. You know, it might hurt, but that's the truth. And then that's when your coach will like guide to things and stuff like that. So
Coming up through Fury though, you pretty much took whatever the fights you wanted.
yeah. for
Now
sure.
that you're on the next level up, or the highest level actually, now you listen more to your coaches.
yeah.
It's hard to say no to some of those big paydays though.
It's
Right?
hard. It's hard.
So
but
if your coach, if they offer you a fight and they're like, "Hey, this is what the pay is," and your coach's like, "Man, I don't think we should take this one." You're like, "Hey, man, I'm taking this one. I want this one."
see, I said listen to your coach, but I didn't listen. Like even the Chavez fight, they was like no. I was like yes. And, yeah.
and the outcome was what you were
Yes.
expected.
I almost got knocked out though with
Yeah.
the spinning back fist.
Yeah.
I remember that.
I was like, God damn. And I didn't know I got hit. I was like, Daniel was like, are you okay? I was like, I didn't get touched.
Yeah.
And then I rewatched the fight. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah. he's like,
That's why he was
knocked
asking
the
the
shit out of
question.
me. All right.
Charles was tough, man. We expected him to be with us a little bit longer on the when he came to Fury, and
Tough
he
as
got
hell.
picked up pretty quick right after that.
Yeah.
Out of that very
Very controversial.
Very
ending to the fight.
controversial.
Yeah.
What happened with him?
I mean,
in
not
San Antonio. Did you
not
see that?
controversial for him.
No,
Right.
but for the
yeah.
condition
Yeah, not
and
at
the
all.
promotion
Yeah,
and just
uh-huh.
everything. He put that guy to sleep, and they didn't stop
I
him.
was there live.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Like, that
Yeah,
was
you were
crazy.
sitting right behind us. Yeah.
It's like, man, that was insane.
Did you
was
did
on
you
too,
think
right?
then
Yeah.
that you'd be fighting that guy someday in UFC?
No. I didn't think he was gonna get caught out like that. Caught up like that.
That quick, right?
That quick.
After that, yeah.
He got into contender or was it?
I think he got short notice.
I think he went to contender twice. I could be wrong. Let me see here.
I
can
think
tell
when
you
he
right now.
when he made his UFC debut, I want to say it was a short notice.
So he had a contenders fight that he lost,
Okay.
then came back, had one fight, fought for us, and then got picked up by the fought for us in March, and then in July was picked up by the UFC.
So short notice. then.
Short notice, and it has been in ever since.
Man, that guy hit hard.
Yeah,
He's a big flyweight.
He is, right?
Yeah, because he fought at 35 too, I believe.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
he's a
you don't-
big flyweight.
You don't cut a whole lot of weight, right, for in between fights, or
See, I get a little big now.
Yeah.
You know what I
Where
mean?
you at
But-
right now? 150?
You know what I'm saying? Cat. Roy Ball listening, you know what I mean? Yeah, but
Royval's a big dude too.
I'm gonna make weight for sure.
there you go, there you go. The when you look at this fight with Royval coming up, what are some things that you see from him that you would say like maybe he's good at?
Bro, he's look, his timing is weird, right? Because as a fighter, we used to be in like seeing a fast strike. His shit looks slow as fuck, but they landing. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I feel like I just gotta go in there and figure him out. You know,
He's tall.
he's tall.
And he's
And
got good knees.
his strike looks slow, but he be hitting them guys though. Like I'm like, damn, how? You know, so it might be his timing thing. So I think he's very good on like mixing things up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he can throw he launches those knees though like jabs too.
Yes.
Yeah, he's pretty solid.
I mean, tallish, 5'9". It's not a real person height.
I mean, for a flyweight,
I guess.
I wanted you to make the punchline. I didn't feel comfortable saying that. I wanted you to.
for a flyweight, I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, let's be honest. Rich would be a short ass heavyweight
Yeah.
if he went to the UFC.
But I'm beautiful.
So if you go in there,
Hey guys, don't forget you can tune in to OnlyFans and see my nuts for $2 million. So
One day soon.
our
Coming
20
soon.
our $20 for the B-hole. I'm just saying.
That's crazy.
Cash
Yeah,
app
for the premium.
Cash app's available.
They're gonna-
Van's ready to pose right behind us.
they're gonna go with the cheaper. So get ready.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Make sure your shit's
Hey,
bleached.
nah, I'm gonna just go to the bathroom and wipe one time. We'll be good. We'll be good. We'll be good. Man, what I'm really hoping to see, and I think this is how it's gonna go down. I think you beat Royval. You go ahead and go pick up the belt that's waiting for you. Is Pantoja the champ still right
Yeah.
now? Okay.
But they
He's
fight on the
booked.
same day.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, he's booked.
So
Yeah.
then
So
they
that's
book
gonna be
you.
the
You know what to
post-fight
do
interview.
if you win. Or after
If
you
they're
win,
smart,
start calling for that.
They
belt.
bring that title fight here to Aidstown. The time is about right to come back to Houston for a show.
That's what I'm saying,
That'd
right?
be perfect.
And you saw
Got to
that
be.
Toyota Center out.
Yeah.
And they put Aswell on the prelims.
Prelims and Daniel Pineda on prelims.
Maybe Alden.
All in on early
Yeah.
prelims.
hey, toss in Silva, Hector, and frickin'
Right.
Justice while we're at it.
Go.
There you go.
Fill the whole
Get
roster.
everybody in there while we're at it, man.
Just imagine that, bro. That'd be crazy.
Oh yeah.
Well, who gonna corner who?
Frank and Joseph running around
Yeah,
everybody.
Frank's gonna be
Chico.
busy.
Chico.
You got Chico.
Chico, yeah, we got
That would be a
Chico.
badass Houston card. You bring Kevin Holland.
Yeah. Derek Lewis.
Yeah, Derek Lewis.
Man, Kevin Holland stole my bonus, man.
Hey, he said
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. He said he was going to do something nice
Yeah,
for you. Did
yeah,
he do
for
something
sure.
nice for you? Are you able to talk about it?
It's pending. It's pending.
Yeah, it's pending. It's pending. Yeah, we get to have a fight week together. You know what I mean? On like Shake Island and stuff like that. So it was good. It was a good little experience.
Kevin's a cool ass dude.
Yeah.
He came
out
to
one of
the-
our last shows and just passing out money,
Giving his own
out,
money
out of his
away,
own
bro.
pocket to
His
the fighters
bonuses.
with impressive finishes. Yeah,
Oh,
man.
that was on his own?
That was on his own.
I saw it. I
Really?
thought, yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, whenever we're in the cages talking about it, I was like, hey man, who's this brought to you by?
Me?
Brought to you by me? I just, da, da, da. I was like, oh shit, okay.
That was good. That was
He
good.
Yeah.
said he just loves the promotion, man, and how we're helping get dudes to the next level.
Fuck yeah.
So he's like, bro, I want to give some extra too and be part of this shit.
Yeah, I know
That's some real
Dallas
shit,
claims
man.
him, but he's about as H-Town as it gets.
Well, I mean,
man.
he comes and trains with Bob now.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
I know.
Bob's cornering
Yeah.
him.
That's right.
And I mean, you've also got Chico corners him as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's my guy. Love that dude, man.
With a wallet.
Yeah,
I know.
man, my
Hey,
wallet's
check, make sure I got my wallet. I'm talking about Chico. That shit might be stolen
It just
already.
disappears.
Oh, Lord.
Woo, shout out to Darkest Night. Love that man. It's great to see the team that you guys have over there.
Yeah.
It's great to see like you taking advantage of everything available to you, man.
Yeah.
Have you had a chance to go train at the UFC Performance Institute?
Yeah. I don't really like training in the opening, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
when we cut weight and stuff like that, yeah, I go there.
So just to hit pads and shit.
Yeah, hit pad and get massage and stuff like that. You know, they got everything, the food and everything. So
Food's great there, huh?
food is great.
Diego,
yeah.
Diego's ears just perked up whenever.
Yeah, you
When
said
he said
massage.
massage.
hungry.
You said massage. He got, yeah.
Massage.
Yeah, he got excited.
What kind of massage,
I
baby?
think he got a Woody.
He always looks for
Yeah, he got a
paint
Woody.
at the massage place.
I think he got a Woody.
He got a Woody.
Only $5.
Does he have a red light district?
Hey, now he's gonna start walking and be like, "Hey, y'all know Josh Van?"
man,
Because I do. I don't know if y'all do, but I
my
do.
very close personal friend.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
He was the first one to record me for the fight, right? The
Yeah.
first
Yeah,
fight.
the interview.
Yeah.
Sure
That
did.
was good.
Like an interview?
Yeah.
How's your home country like accepting you, and are you like a super big
He's the
celebrity?
pride of
around?
Myanmar.
Well, it looked like it, right? It looked
Yeah.
Like it. I never go back there, so I don't know. But from what people tell me, like I guess, yeah, I'm.
If whenever
I'm
you win
big
the
over
belt,
there.
are you going to go pay a visit? I see you fly the flag. You got that approved. Going back
cool.
to
Yeah.
was
one
excellent.
of your first appearances on the podcast, you told us that they wouldn't let you fly that flag because I guess they didn't recognize it. But you got that approved.
Yeah.
All that's on you, man. Any plans to make a big trip? Maybe take mom back to
Yeah.
the home country.
Yeah, about that too. About that flag. The UFC guy just told me like my last fight. They was like, if it wasn't for the mouth guard that I called him out on, they would have never let me use it. So it's like that opened like a lot of public eyes and stuff like that.
What do you mean the mouth guard?
Remember, I have the little flag.
Oh, yeah,
'cause
yeah.
They won't let me carry the flag. So, I
So
was like,
that's
hey,
what-
man, please
Had on your
let me
mouth guard,
carry
yeah.
it. So that is what got them to let me carry the flag and stuff like that. And to go there, to go back, yes, as soon as possible. If it's possible to go tomorrow, I'll go. You know
Right,
what
you're
I mean?
super busy. You stay in training.
No,
so-
it's not only that. It's just war going on right now.
Yeah.
So especially with Trump banning the Myanmar and stuff like that, and bro, there's a lot of shit that, because I still got family out there that tell me exactly what happened and stuff like that. The government, like the military, they cut off the internet, so a lot of outside of the world can't see what really
Damn.
happened. You know what I'm saying? So that's the reason
How do
why
you
we
talk
can't
to
go
them?
back.
You still have contact?
Like Facebook and stuff like that. Sometimes they give them internet. Sometimes like when too much shit
They
going
cut
on,
it
they
off.
cut it off.
I know people talk a lot of trash about America and all this and that, but man, we take a lot of things for granted, stuff like that.
Yeah.
We're very fortunate that we don't have to deal with things like that.
Oh yeah.
Damn, man. Yeah,
All right,
that's
so we got a new segment brought to you today by Warbringer Whiskey, and we're just going to ask you some random ass questions,
Let's do
and you
it.
just give us some random ass answers.
Cool.
All right, so what is your go-to meal?
Big Macs.
Big Macs.
Really?
Oh wow,
McDonald's Big
Oh,
Mac.
man.
Yes.
We
Okay.
got to take
That
him to a
shit.
burger joint,
we got-
guys.
yeah,
I just
we
take
got
you to
our,
Papa's Burger.
Our
Easy.
work is
Yeah.
far from
Yeah.
done
Easy.
with
I
Josh
love
Van.
Papa's
3
Burger.
pieces
Oh,
of
my
bread
gosh.
with some fucking lettuce
Yeah,
on it. All
I'm like,
right, we got
Big Mac.
I love Big Macs.
Big Macs.
I don't know what you're
It's
talking
the sauce,
about.
ain't it? It's the sauce. Yeah, yeah.
Hey, listen, I used to love Big Macs too, and then I got old and started getting fat, and I couldn't eat them no more. So.
All right,
more
what's
Big
your
Macs.
you going out? You want to have a good time? What's your go-to drink?
Hennessy.
Ooh,
Straight Hennessy?
Straight
Straight?
Hennessy. No mix or nothing.
Wow.
Oh shit.
He is hanging out with
Tupac?
Chico.
hanging out with
He's hanging with Chico. Yeah.
You been around BT?
Grew
What
up
do you mean?
in Chinatown, bro.
That's BT, huh?
That's BT
Grew up
doing
in
it.
Chinatown, you know.
Yeah.
That's what they do, Hennessy?
Yeah.
If you're gonna do Hennessy mix with something, what do you mix it with?
I've never mixed. I just drank Hennessy by itself.
man.
What is Hennessy?
Ice,
Is it like
little
would you
splash of
label that in the whiskey type?
No.
Bourbon?
Cognac, like,
See,
Cognac?
yeah.
a couple of my guys, they drink it with Red Bull.
Man, that's a cognac.
Hennessy and Red Bull.
Yeah, so
Cognac.
I don't
Yeah.
drink energy drinks, so I just straight.
That shit
all the
don't.
time.
See, I like to enjoy what I'm drinking, and I don't think that would taste.
See, it's because you never try Hennessy. When you go Hennessy,
Yeah.
ooh,
Does it taste good?
Yeah.
After the
shot-
first one,
no,
it tastes
the first
great.
shot-
First
All the
shot-
rest of them taste
and then
awesome. Yeah.
after that first shot,
So it's
yeah.
shots. It's not a sip with an ice cube
I
like
mean,
an old
that's
if
how
fashioned.
you want
yeah.
to, you can.
You can. That's-
You can.
Yeah.
But it's like any other whiskey, cognac, VSOP. Like you put it in there and you let it melt a little bit, and then you drink it down.
So
Easy.
Hennessy or old fashioned?
For me, I'm an old fashioned.
How about the old fashioned we had in the United Club with all the ice in it?
That's a new fashion.
Yeah, we flew out to to New Orleans
Yesterday.
Yes, Tuesday.
Tuesday? Fuck.
Yeah,
whatever day it was.
Tuesday, and we were cutting for time. So I was like, man, let's just go back to the airport. We sat, and there was a nice ass picture of a great margarita, and I was
not
like,
what you got.
That's my shit. Like,
Yeah.
if I'm gonna drink something, so I was like, we're gonna get that on the way back. So we sit down, and then the lady's like, let me know if this tastes good, as she spills it all over the place, giving
Yeah.
it to me. She goes, we ran out of the margarita stuff, so I had to make my own. It's like, well, it wasn't. We hadn't had shit.
It wasn't the worst. We hadn't eaten all
As a
day.
bartender, shouldn't you be making it on your own instead of?
Yeah,
I don't know.
It
It
wasn't,
wasn't-
the, it wasn't the
It
worst.
wasn't the worst,
But
but-
Eric also knows at this point he's seen me drink enough old fashions that like he doesn't really drink it, but he can look at one and be like,
I know.
that's not how it should be.
Yeah. So when she brought him this slushy, I was like,
He just
That ain't-
he looked at it, I was like,
is
That
that
ain't
the
right.
old fashioned? That's an old fashioned.
I know, though. You roll the dice when you ask for like certain drinks.
He
man.
says it
And
wasn't horrible,
yeah.
but it looked like shit.
I've had worse. All right, so we got your go-to meal. We got your go-to drink. What's a place you've never been that you want to go?
I don't know. Heaven.
UFC main event.
I mean, you can't argue with heaven.
That's
dog.
not a bad
supposed,
answer.
What am I supposed to say to that?
That's a
Like,
great answer, actually.
I was gonna be like, yeah, that sounds like a great place to go. I said, fuck yeah, heaven sounds amazing. That does
But,
sound
hey,
amazing.
but before you started fighting, had you ever been to Vegas?
No.
No. So you hadn't traveled a lot.
No.
So now that you've fought where? You've been to Vegas,
Vegas, New
Jersey?
Jersey, New York.
New York.
Yeah,
you had
man,
never been to none of those
MSG.
places.
He's fought
You'd
at
never been to
MSG.
none of those places
No.
prior to fighting.
No. Yeah.
So fighting is
yeah,
done a lot of
That's
stuff.
what I'm saying. Open a lot of eyes too. You know, you're seeing a lot of things.
now that you're fighting Brandon Royval, I bet your IG's followings went up even more, right?
We went up like 40,000 more followers in like 2 nights.
That's awesome,
Crazy,
man.
man.
You got some chicks in the DMs.
Listen, so
Hey,
we're laughing.
just for Diego, you got some dudes in there too, right?
You know, I got you, so bro.
Have you been able to capitalize on the additional followers? You're able to monetize that yet? Like
No,
sponsorship wise or anything?
Like you should be able to get to a point where you have enough followers that anytime you post a story or do something, you start. you
If
get
it's
paid.
brand related, you can start getting paid for
Yeah,
it.
you start getting paid.
you could do that.
You
Talk to
Yes.
get Jason and them to figure
yeah,
that
talk
out
to
for you.
Jason like Ed over with.
Okay.
Yeah, he'll know.
Okay, but
Yeah,
So
he'll
you want to
know.
monetize your IG.
I need that, huh? I
Yeah,
didn't-
bro.
I didn't
Hey,
know.
listen, even if it's
Yeah.
few $100 a month or whatever,
Yeah.
that's food money. That's
Hey,
big
shout
amount of
out,
money.
shout out to Merrick Nichols talking about Hen Dog in here right now. He's fighting for us in New Orleans coming up. Lil Fuego wanted to know when are the next fights. 622 is the next Fury fight, and we'll do this. If you guys go and follow Josh Van, he will let us know who he wants to give away a pair of tickets to 622. But you got to be following Josh Van on IG. Let him know what that IG is.
And you can't train at 4
Fearless
ounce.
MMA one.
You can't train where?
At 4
Yeah,
ounce.
you can't be a 4-ounce fighter.
He's like, and the winner is
The winner is
Chico Young.
Chico.
Congratulations, Chico.
Nah,
No.
I'll have the
Be in the
door
corner.
locked. He
Daniel
can't get
Pineda.
Hey man, before we get out of here, again, dude, you are a Fury FC Hall of Famer. You've been Fury through and through. I don't think we have enough words to say thank you for what you've done as far as being a representative for the brand. We could not have picked a better person to be like, hey man, we want to see someone go from start to finish with us and then go be this representative to the world of what we think embodies a Fury fighter. And when you look at the first 2 fighters that we put in the Fury Hall of Fame, you know, you look at yourself, you look at Jacob Silva, like, I don't think there's a better combination of people to say like, this is what a Fury fighter is and what they represent. And every success you have, like we're there with you. Like we feel it. Like we feel like you. I literally told my wife, I was like, "Hey, we got a #1 title fight coming up, baby." And she's like, "We who?" I'm like, "We and Josh." You know, so like, man, like
you're like the Astros now. Whenever you win, we win. We win. You're our guy.
100%, man. Like we love you, dude. We love seeing everything you do. Don't change shit. Keep being exactly who you are.
Yes, sir.
And like, man, I told you a long time ago, man, your future is so fucking bright in what you're gonna do. You have not even started to like you're not even in your fucking prime yet. You ain't got man strength yet. You just got regular van strength right now.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna get van man strength soon, and then the world's fucked. You know, so thank you for everything that you've done, man. And if there's any like sponsors or people you want to mention, man, please take a second and mention them.
Man, first of all, I want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, and I want to thank you guys. You know what I mean? That you guys prepare me for this type of things, like even with the cameras and the promotion. You know what I mean? You just, when I got to the UFC, I don't see too much of a difference with the cameras. Like you guys make it seem like, you know what I mean? We in the big show type shit. So shout out to you guys. You know, on preparing like this younger generation of fighters like me, like myself. And I want to thank, Young LA, my guy. And I want to thank Forearms Fight Club, Aslan Boxing Gym, Temple Construction, and all my teammates that have been helping me prepare for any fight, you know what I mean? And all the fans that support me since day one. I love you guys. I'll do this shit for you guys.
Awesome, my man. Well, hey, we got to get ready for this #1 contender fight.
Yep.
So, let's go. We got a
it.
lot to do. Josh Van, just to piggyback a little bit off of what Rich said, we are all so proud of you. I know you're Myanmar through and through, but man, you are H-Town's native son as far as I'm concerned. Couldn't be prouder of you. And on that note, the time for talk is over. This has been Fury Unleashed.
Let's go.
Yeah.